Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Chiropractor. We're coming at you today to talk to you about the idea of, I was asked, should I see you before I start a major project or after I'm done? A lot of people will come in on a Monday and tell me that they waited to come in and see me because they had to maybe tear up an old tree or rake the yard or do a big yard project, and they weren't sure if they should come see me before or after. And this is a really common thing that we see at chiropractic clinics that people, I was going to come see you on Friday. I was hurting a little bit, but instead I knew I had a big project. I had to help my friend move. I had to, pour concrete. I had to go for a long car ride. I had to play in a sporting event of some type, mostly amateur. And they didn't want to come see me before the event because they knew after the event they would be worse. So that's a question we get asked a lot. Should I seek care before or after big events? Well, we are the team chiropractors for the Rockford Ice Hogs, the AHL team that's affiliated with the Chicago Blackhawks. And a lot of people are surprised to learn that we do more work before the game than we do after the game. Most of the players want to get adjusted before the game starts. They want to skate a little faster, move a little quicker. But more importantly than all that, they want to make sure that they are in a position where their bodies are finely tuned in order to avoid injury. They know if they're half hurt or if they're not feeling 100%, that's going to affect their gameplay and also possibly affect the fact that an injury can occur. So they want to be 100% before they hit the ice to decrease the risk of injury and also to increase performance. So often when I'm asked this question, should I seek care before or after, I talk about the Ice Hogs. Now, it's always better I tell my golfers either once before or 6 times after. So, hey, I'm going to golf 72 holes this weekend. I want to wait till after I'm done to come see you. And where you might overdo it, you might need to come see me after. But if you went into the golf event healthy and strong and feeling great, the odds of injury decrease dramatically. And not only that, but if you're feeling great and swinging the golf club great, I'm willing to bet your score reflects that. Also, if you have a big yard project or something you want to tackle around the house, if you have a little bit of an ache or pain and you go into that, you're going to struggle with that all weekend. You're not going to run your best performance levels. You're going to struggle all weekend long. You're going to be hurt and sore. You're not going to get as much work done. You're going to tire out faster. Had you come in and see this before that happened and got tuned up before it happened, you'd have better strength, better energy, and probably do a better job at your work. So should I seek care before or after an event? You know what? It's usually almost always before. It's always better to go with something healthy than get healthy. And not only that, we're talking about overall with health. It's always easier to stay healthy than it is to get healthy. And so a lot of what we do here at chiropractic is about prevention. We talk about wellness care, maintenance care, preventative care. It's easier to stay healthy than it is to get healthy. It's easier not to break your arm than it is to break your arm and have it repair itself, right? So when you come to the chiropractor, we talk a lot about prevention, how to prevent things before they happen. We'll even talk to you about supplements and vitamins. If you come see us before you do a big event, we might have some tips for you. Like I have a couple of stretches I like to show people before a long airplane ride that you can actually do in the airplane that keeps your lower back and hips as loose as you can in those itty bitty seats. Remember, the seats in the airplane were designed for the chiropractor, not by the chiropractor. So sometimes coming to see us before is a good idea because we can teach you some ways to do things better and stay stronger and go longer. So the answer to your question, should I seek care before or after? Should I come in Monday after I'm done doing a huge project, or should I come in Friday before I do a huge project? Well, the answer most of the time is always come see me before. Like I said, it's easier to stay well than it is to get well. Once before, 6 times after. So I hope that answers your question. So if you're watching this podcast, or if you download and listen to this podcast, just so you know, we do a new one every Monday, Ask the Chiropractor. Where we ask a question that we get asked during the week here in the office, and we try to bring light to it and try to go right to the expert. All too often when you see something about chiropractic, they'll tell you to ask your family doctor or somebody else who's never really studied chiropractic. So here is Dr. Holtzbus, myself, a Palmer graduate from Palmer College of Chiropractic. We try to answer all your questions. So if you have a question for us, there's something you'd like to see us answer, leave a comment below. We'll get back to it. We'll be happy to answer it for you. Send us an email, send us a text, stop in the office, just ask us. And we'd love to see what questions you might have that we can answer for you next time. Make sure you check us out at rockforddc.com for more information. All these videos are in our blog section, and there's links there to our podcast as well. make it a great day. And again, if you need anything, let us know. And we'll be coming at you the first of every month with a webinar. We're coming up here on November, and this month webinar will be on hypertension. What we do in our webinars, we do what we call a deep dive, where we really get into the research and we kind of explain the research to you. And then we talk about how we use that in a clinical setting. So if you'd like to learn more about heart health and how chiropractic has some research that shows that goes right along with heart health, come join us back here the first Tuesday in November. We do it about 6:30 Central Time. Other than that, we'll talk to you again real soon, and talk to you later.